We learned last night that Zagorski wants to die by electric chair instead of lethal injection. Now, the state of Tennessee still allows death by electrocution in some cases. The last time this method was used here was 2007. News Channel 5's Jesse Knutson spoke with the lawyer of that death row inmate who says he hoped it would never be used again.
Electrocution, in my view, is barbaric. It's medieval. It's bizarre.
David Rabin is not against the death penalty. In fact, he helped draft the death penalty statute when he was a prosecutor in the 70s. But after he witnessed Daryl Horton die by electric chair in 2007, he said he hoped no one else would ever have to go through that method of execution. Horton killed his 4 children in 1997 and opted for the electric chair. He did not file appeals leading up to the execution. He just wanted it to be over. Rabin hadn't met Horton until the night of his execution and was there to make sure everything went according to the book. The process started with Horton being transported from his cell to the death chamber.
Even though he had only gone maybe 50 feet, they still had these restraints on him.
In the death chamber was an electric chair. Horton sat in it and was again restrained.
They put these sponges on his head and put water on them for the connectivity, for the electrodes.
Rabin said that was one of the worst parts of the execution, worse than the electrocution itself.
As they did all of this, the water was streaming down his face and onto his body from the sponges on his head for the connectivity. And it just seemed so odd to see that. It seemed like the electric chair was weeping for its victim.
Rabin said Horton began hyperventilating and continued to do so until the more than 1,700 volts of electricity went through his body and killed him.
I mean, there is no good way to execute people, but what you don't want to have is a bizarre ceremony, and you don't want to have lingering pain and things that can go wrong.
Jesse Knutson, News Channel 5.